Thank you very much. Okay, you've got 3 minutes starting now. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Vikki VanSickle. I'm from Ward 20, and I'm thrilled to participate in democracy this morning. I'm speaking here today as an author, a library patron, and most importantly, a concerned citizen of Toronto. And that word citizen is very important to me. When I first moved here in 2007, I had no money, no job, and no internet access. I spent hours in the Spadina branch of the TPL scanning newspapers and using the internet in order to research job opportunities and set up interviews. The staff of the branch offered me their help and support while I got on my feet in a new city. After a summer-long absence, when I returned to the Spadina branch in the fall, a staff member looked up at me and said, "Vikki, we missed you. Where have you been?" This is the kind of community connection we are in danger of losing if the proposed plan to close library branches is approved. I know firsthand that where there are books, there is community. Up until last month, I was the manager at the Flying Dragon Bookshop, an award-winning independent bookstore here in Toronto that closed its doors on June 30th. People came to our shop not just for books, but for story times, events, and book clubs, a chance to socialize and connect. When the store closed, the comment we heard most was that people would miss coming into our space and connecting with others. They felt like the heart of their community was being torn out. Library branches of all sizes fill this void. I've always been and still am a library kid at heart. Growing up in rural Ontario, I visited the library so frequently the librarian kept my card behind the desk. I participated in the summer reading club and additional programming, and eventually as a university student became the summer programmer for the children's program. Now I'm a published children's author. My library experience has helped me realize that dream. As an author, I depend on the expertise and support of librarians to get my book into the right hands. The staff at TPL promote and support local authors, something that is important at a time where promotional budgets are small. As a new Canadian author, it can be difficult to attract attention to your modest, homegrown book when you're up against big American companies churning out glossy copycat bestsellers. Children need well-read and informed experts to help them navigate the unmitigated information thrown at them every day online. A librarian will introduce children to the wide range of reading possibilities and help them be discerning and develop into critical readers. Children's programming is essential to the library. I personally witnessed the quality of programming when I was invited to do a workshop with children in grades 4 and 5 at the Downsview branch this spring. The staff were informed, enthusiastic, and dedicated, demonstrating not only a love of reading, but a genuine interest in the children present, many of whom they knew by name and by preference. At a time where school libraries are facing major challenges, it is even more important for quality public institutions to step up. My story, though personal, is not unique, and there are many people less fortunate than I who have found support, solace, and hope in the library system, an institution that here in Toronto is admired all over the world and is something we should be proud of. I'm a citizen of Toronto. Something I take issue with is being called a taxpayer. Citizenship has to do with being a patron of the arts, communicating and being involved in your community, which I am.
Thank you, ma'am. Your time's up. Sorry. Councillor Davis, 1 minute question.
Thank you so much. Could you tell us the name of your book?
Most certainly. The name of my book is called Words That Start with B.
Words that start with B. B.
Budget.
I can think of another word for her, but what's in that?
Can you think of some more? So do you think Toronto should aspire to having higher standard than median?
I agree, and I think when I was listening to people talk about the recommendations, they talked about how we have a higher quality of standard, and therefore that was room to cut. Where if something is high, that doesn't mean you should go down to the median, it means you should continue to achieve for more.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was the right answer.
Questions? Seeing none, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, 2:46.